Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Ladia and you're watching Mimi Made It by Ladia. Well, thank you so much for stopping by my channel today. I am at a client's home about to decorate her tree, her stairwell, and some other areas in her home. The inspiration for this decoration is this swag that I have in my Etsy store. I'm using the colors in here and some of the other items to decorate the tree. The ribbon I'm using is going to be this 4-inch birch ribbon that I also have in my Etsy store. I'm using some brown ribbon, some gold, and then I am also adding this nice present in here. Now my client is normally a red Christmas color traditional girl. However, she also likes nature. So I thought it would be a good idea to help her kind of get out of her comfort zone and try something a little bit different this year for her decorating and bring in that natural touch with nature. So I'm going to go ahead and get started, and then I will show you the reveal at the end. One of the first things that you want to do with the tree, of course, is you want to make sure that you fluff everything, that you touch all the needles and open them up and get them ready to add the lights. One tip that I used on this tree, because it's a little bit older and some of the limbs were kind of sagging down, I tied two pieces of the needle together to give it a more fuller look on this tree, and then I went ahead and I started to add the lights. The next thing that I did is I started to attach my bow at the top of the tree to start to create what I'm going to call a crown up there. I used the ribbon, the birch, and that's 4-inch wired ribbon, and then I took the streamers and pinched them in and pushed it all the way into the tree and used one of the needles to wrap around it so it'll give it that nice full effect. And I also dovetailed the ends of my streamers too. Next, I started in to build the crown of the tree with more stems, more taller stems in there, more pieces that's going to give it a lot more height. It's a 5-foot tree, but by the time I got done with adding more items to the top of it, I think it went up about another foot. The next thing that I did was I kind of fluffed out my bows a little bit, added some more items up to the top of the tree to fill it out and to create more of that crown on the top. The next thing is I came in with my large ornaments. I used larger ornaments on this tree initially, and then I'm also adding this nice poinsettia, fluffed it out quite a bit. And this is what it looks like after I completed adding the rest of the stems, the bows, more ornaments, more ribbons. I'm going to let you take a little bit of a look around the tree, and I'll come back and give you some more information on my thought process on decorating this tree. Again, it's a 5-foot tree, but it certainly stands very tall in my client's room. The colors just work so well with her own decor. The light color, the nice refreshing off-white with the birch ribbon, those gorgeous lights that are just going off on this tree, kind of winking at you, taking you all the way up to the top, and you can see how that tree topper looks. One of the things that I did with this tree is I created kind of a cluster with the poinsettia flower there, along with the present, and I also added that white, off-white 6-inch, oh maybe it's an 8-inch ornament in there, and I created a cluster there to kind of put everything together. Even though it's a smaller tree, I still wanted to give it that nice designer look by clustering everything together. Fills out your tree, it just really adds a nice touch to it. And I think I used about 3 different clusters on this tree. I didn't forget the back of the tree, even though it is up against the mirror. The reflection on that, you'll still be able to see some of the back. I did not do as much. However, I did give the back of the tree a little bit of love too. There's another side of the tree coming back down again. Used about 2 strands of lights on this tree, and it just covered it and just really makes everything sparkle very nicely with those lights. Love a lot of lights on a tree, just gives it a lot more definition. It adds to the texture of the tree, and it just nice and bright for the tree. So the more lights to me, the merrier. And you can see how they just really sparkle and flicker right down in there. Now, the other thing that I did near the end of the tree is I came in with some garland, some champagne garland, and I went around the bottom of the tree, and then I took other pieces and kind of tucked it in here and there within the tree. Another quick tip for you is to shop your home. My client shopped her home and found this nice, warm, cozy, off-white blanket that we're using at the bottom of her tree for a tree skirt. And there's another look at the tree topper that I created with the light on, so you can see just a little bit more in detail. And then there's that present stem that I stuck down in there right above that huge poinsettia, and then again the off-white large ornament on the side. Created a nice cluster covering the tree, and then right down in the middle I added the brown and champagne bow with the cluster. Gives you a better look at the champagne garland that I added around the bottom of the tree and in other spots within the tree. That tree topper just really sparkles with that glitter net champagne ribbon that I have in there. And then the brown is just a nice touch. It just really offsets, gives it that woodsy feel along with that birch ribbon. All of the ribbon that I use on here is wired ribbon. Just makes it so much easier to make your bows and decorate your trees. Of course, using it on your presents makes some very nice firm bows. Wired ribbon is certainly the way to go when you're decorating for the holidays. I certainly hope that this gives you some inspiration as you decorate your home for the holidays. Maybe you want to do something a little bit different this year. Certainly, whatever you want to do, however you want to incorporate it into your home, I know that it will be wonderful. So now we're going to head over to the other side of the room where I have added the swag to the bottom of the staircase. I attached that securely with some of the bristles. I also added some lights onto that, And you know what? This would really be a good time to like this video. Of course, if you like it, hit the like button for me. And as I continue showing you some pictures of that, the next thing that I want to show you is how I put the garland on the bottom of the stairs and added some bows and some ribbons to that. Put it on the bottom so that it would stop any kind of damage that the greenery might put on the actual railing. So you see a picture of that going all the way up to the top, and it just gives it a little bit of a different look. So stay tuned. I do have a second part to this where I'll show you the table setting that I did with these same colors and in this same style. Thank you for watching, and you know, whatever you do and wherever you go, be blessed. Thanks again, and bye-bye.